What makes something disturbing? There's plenty of media that I would say is scary or frightening, but I wouldn't consider it to be disturbing. To me, there is a very distinct difference. Any movie can be frightening with cheap jump scares. Survival horror games, like Resident Evil, are scary because of scarce resources and a tense atmosphere. But when something is disturbing, it has a lasting impact on you. After you finish a scary movie or game, you can go back to your normal life. But when a piece of media is truly disturbing, it sits with you. It makes you think. It can leave you feeling sick and empty. It changes you. Kimichi Classroom is a slice-of-life visual novel developed and published by Radish ASMR that released August 2nd, 2025. It follows the day-to-day life of Simone Ito, a high school student trying to navigate through the challenges of managing his grades, taking care of his little sister, and a will-they, won't-they relationship with his best friend. It's also one of the most upsetting games that I've ever played. But seriously, what could this game possibly contain that left such an impact on me? Let me give you some context. When I first found Kimichi Classroom, I really didn't think much of it. I'm not a fan of visual novels, and slice of life is one of my least favorite genres. From a glance, that's all this game appeared to be, but something about it caught my interest. Kimichi Classroom's Steam page looks completely normal. The game's description reads, "Welcome to Kimichi Classroom, a slice-of-life visual novel with stunning visuals, a beautiful soundtrack, and an immersive story. Who will you meet first?" All of the screenshots are what you'd expect from a typical visual novel. Even the tags make this game appear to be nothing more than a story following your standard tropes for the genre. But there was just one detail that I couldn't overlook. Radish ASMR is a channel focused on making ASMR role plays, and much like Kimichi Classroom, it looks very generic. It seems like just another of the hundreds of channels that you could find in the genre. But if you take a closer look, you'll find that something is a bit off.
It's okay, okay? Deep breaths. Deep breaths, okay? Jesus. How long have you been holding that back? How long have you felt like this? That long? Why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you... That's right. You couldn't tell me. Because of what I did. Oh, God. If it weren't for me, if only I had never.
I first learned about Radish ASMR from a video by Peyturtle on YouTube. I won't be going into detail about what this channel is hiding, but if you're interested, I highly recommend checking out Peyturtle. From what I learned about Radish ASMR, I felt that there must be something deeper to this game, so I decided to download it. Starting the game, I had the expectation of there being a dark twist. I played through it anticipating that something shocking would happen. I was waiting for a big reveal, but as I kept playing, I kept waiting and waiting and waiting, but nothing happened. At least nothing substantial. There were hints of something nefarious happening sprinkled throughout the game, just enough to keep me playing. But while I was waiting for the twist, I found something else happening. I started getting invested in the story, growing more fond of the characters, learning about their aspirations and dreams, and I started to root for them. I wanted to see them succeed. I wanted to see them happy. Something this game does really well is developing its characters and having the player feel connected to them. The main character, Simone, isn't just some faceless protagonist. He has his own personality and ideals, and this is his story. And as I played through his story, I grew to understand and relate to him. Simone is diligent and hardworking. Regardless of whether it's work or school, he always gives his 100%. Simone is compassionate. He's quick to jump into action when somebody needs help, even if he doesn't know them or if it's detrimental to him. Simone is caring. He constantly puts other people's needs and feelings above his own, especially his little sister, Chico. Chico is by far my favorite character in the game. Despite being Simone's younger sister, she does a lot for him. She always has a meal waiting for him when he wakes up in the morning and when he gets home after a long day. She is relentlessly optimistic. Chico is the type of person who can make you smile regardless of how bad your day has been. She is an extremely passionate person, and her passion is infectious. This is especially true when it comes to Kira Komachi's Idol Adventure or her school's music club. It's clear why Simone would do absolutely anything for her. Then there's Simone's best friend, Anna. In terms of typical character tropes you would find in visual novels, she follows them the most. Anna is the tomboyish love interest who is constantly playfully teasing Simone. Although, she's not completely defined by this trope. Anna is extremely smart, being ranked second in her class, and is also someone who can be relied on. She helps Simone study math and keeps the truth about Simone's job a secret, even though she disagrees with it. The truth is that Simone secretly took up a part-time job at a bar which he works at after school. During Simone's time working at the bar, the player gets to become familiar with two more characters. Mayu, Simone's older co-worker, who is quick to give him questionable advice about his love life and, occasionally, some actually good life advice. And then there's the boss. The boss and Mayu have a very interesting relationship, but we'll come back to that. The reason Simone works at this bar is so that he's able to support his sister's music club by funding it for her and her friends. However, he's worried that if she knew this, it would upset her, since he's making a big sacrifice for her. To avoid this, he's been donating to the club anonymously and lying to her, telling her that the reason he gets home so late is because he's part of the school's judo club. This is a big point of tension in the story, and it's ultimately up to the player to decide whether to let Chico know the truth or to keep the lie going. One of the major themes of Kimichi Classroom is the danger of selflessness. The message isn't that selflessness is bad or that you shouldn't be selfless. Rather, it asks you to consider how the sacrifices you make affect those around you. When does this type of behavior become self-destructive? Is it selfless that you put others' needs before yours? Or selfish for not giving them the option to decide if they want your help? This is best represented by a scene that occurs near the end of the game. Simone, Mayu, and the boss were hired to bartend a venue for a big event. The event lasts longer than expected, and worried that Simone might miss his train, the boss offers him a ride home. Not wanting the boss to go out of his way, Simone declines. He rushes to the station just in time to watch the last train leave. He's too far away from home to walk, and doesn't have the money for a cab. He takes a seat on a nearby bench, deciding to wait until the morning for the next train, when suddenly, Mayu shows up. She deservedly chews him out for this, but lets him stay at the hotel room she got for the night. This is the first time Simone and Mayu have really talked to each other outside of work, and they start to bond. Eventually, the subject turns to Simone's selflessness.
It seems like you've got a really high opinion of the sister of yours. Kind, thoughtful, motivated, skilled. Any downsides? I could use one of those. Oh? Is that what you meant when we talked about your secret club funding? Explain to me again why you don't want to tell her. How can you be so good at some of the things you do while being this dense? Listen, Simone. Like I said the last time you talked about this, I don't know your sister, so I can't speak on your decision to keep the club funding thing a secret from her. You're always going to know her better than me. But just now, it sounded like the person you were describing was yourself. Come on, seriously? Too thoughtful? Making pointless choices? Not wanting to cause anyone trouble?
Mayu forces Simone to realize that his selflessness might be hurting Chico. This serves as a sort of catalyst for Simone to allow himself to rely on others, and leads to the climax of the game. Some time passes, and Anna asks Simone to meet her in the park after school. They spend some time walking around and talking about various things, although it's clear Anna has something on her mind. Eventually, she tells Simone to follow her and takes him to her favorite spot in the park.
Hey, Simone? No matter what you decide to tell Chico tomorrow, I wanted to tell you that I've got your back. Even if you decide to keep it a secret, I'll support you however I can. I haven't changed my mind. I still think you should tell her. But something else changed. Something I've been trying to ignore for a long time now. And I've realized something. I want to be there for you, Simone. I want to be the person you can always rely on. The person you can always come to. Simone, you're... Simone, what's this? I love you, Simone. I love you more than anyone in the world. All this time, I just refused to do anything about it. All this time, I was worried about messing up what we have. But I realized that if I don't tell you, someone else might steal you away first.
After this, Simone returns home and finds Chico preparing for her performance for the school festival. Thinking about what Mayo and Anna said, Simone decides if he's going to tell Chico the truth, now is the time. The next day, Anna and Simone go to support Chico's performance. Chico and her friends perform several songs, attracting a large crowd. After one of their songs, Simone notices Chico hesitantly looking into the crowd. He shouts out to her and tells her to light up the world. Suddenly, she turns back to her friends, and they start performing one last song.
1, 2, 3, 4!
Every day, I feel the push and pull inside of me to run ahead or to look down at what's right beneath my feet, lifting me up above the ground, pushing me up into the clouds, and invisible, inexplicable, something holding me. Is there anybody there? Can't you tell me? You don't need to hide because I can't see. I can see you fading. Alone, you've been slowly guiding me, and I
And with that, the credits roll and the game ends. Or at least, that's where the game should end. But there's something in this game that I haven't mentioned. Something malicious. This is Felicia Arison. The player is introduced to her quite early in the game. As Simone is heading to school one day, he sees her standing under a tree, just staring up into its branches. Following her gaze, Simone spots a school bag caught among them. Being the helpful guy that he is, he scales the tree and retrieves the bag. Upon returning it to Felicia, she walks away without saying a word. Later, at school, Simone notices Felicia acting strangely and secretly follows her up to the roof, where he overhears the following conversation.
This morning, I was foolish and didn't immediately confirm that it was still there. I take full responsibility for my error. Yes, I have two in mind. No, I believe that a culprit is more likely. I would not make a mistake that careless. Only somewhat. I see them often, though. The others I am unfamiliar with. I took some discreet pictures this morning. I will send them to you now. Of course. I apologize for the inconvenience. Thank you. I will handle the student if needed then. Yes, of course. I will retrace my steps before any kind of confrontation. Understood. I realize that time is of the essence. Yes, I will contact you as soon as I have any updates. Yes. I understand the consequences. Goodbye.
From these interactions, the player learns a few things about Felicia. She's the top-rated student in her class. She tends not to make friends or show her emotions. And she's the daughter of a wealthy tech mogul. But the most important thing the player learns about Felicia is something she mentioned during her phone call on the roof. Something was stolen from her, and she needs to get it back. Cut forward to Simone at work. 3 poorly behaved men walk in, and he sees that one of them has a keychain with the initials FA written on them. Remembering what happened earlier in the day, Simone realizes these men must have stolen from Felicia. With some help from Mayu and the boss, he manages to stealthily take the keychain from them with the intention of returning it to Felicia. When he gets home, he takes the keychain out of his pocket and drops it on the ground, accidentally opening up a hidden compartment. After fidgeting with it for a moment, he manages to open it and finds a USB drive. Filled with curiosity, he plugs it into his computer. The USB contains hundreds of files, all relating to the Arison Corporation. Knowing he shouldn't be looking at this, Simone is about to remove the USB, until he sees a file named Felicia Arison. Within this file, he finds a document discussing a reconstruction procedure. It details how Felicia Arison was in a car crash that left her in critical condition. After trying various methods, Mr. Arison approved the use of an experimental surgery. It also mentions a suitable underwatch replacement vessel under the name of Cambridge. After scrolling down further, Simone discovers photos of the car crash. He rips the USB from his computer and goes to bed, hoping to forget what he saw. The next day, Simone brings the USB to school, hoping to return it, but Felicia is absent. Not thinking much of it, Simone goes through the day as normal. Anna tells Simone she won't be able to help him study after he gets out of work. Her father is hosting a business party because he's trying to get a new client, and Anna has to attend. After school, Simone heads to work. It's a typical busy Friday night, and Simone doesn't get out of work until late in the evening. He grabs his phone from the back and starts heading home. Wanting to let Chico know he's on his way back, he takes out his phone to text her, but his notifications are filled with missed calls and frantic texts from Anna. As Simone reads through them, he learns that the business partner Anna's dad was meeting with was Mr. Arison, who brought Felicia with him. While Anna was talking to Felicia, she mentioned Simone, and as soon as she did, Felicia became distant and quickly left the party. Simone immediately calls Anna and begins running home.
Hello? Simone? Simone, listen to me. Something isn't right. I managed to find my dad, so I asked about Felicia. She isn't even on the property anymore. I think she's coming home. Simone? Simone, are you there? Simone? Answer, please! What? What's going on?
You have something that belongs to me. Did you look? Did you look?
Monday comes, and Simone heads to school, still thinking about what happened over the weekend. As he enters the classroom, Simone is immediately caught off guard when he notices Felicia isn't in her usual seat. Instead, she's sitting right in front of where Simone usually sits. From this point on in the game, Felicia's personality is completely different. Instead of the cold, robotic behavior she has shown in the past, she's open and friendly. In fact, she asks Simone and Anna if she could be friends with them. As the game goes on, Simone and Anna spend more and more time with Felicia. The three of them start walking home together and spend time with each other after school at a nearby cafe. Despite her previous weird behavior, Felicia seems to start breaking out of her shell. And that brings us back to the end of the game. When I first reached the end of Kimchi Classroom, I was disappointed. Instead of the psychological horror I was hoping for, all I got was a cute visual novel. The few scenes that hinted towards something more disturbing were extremely rare and ultimately didn't lead to anything. While there were things that I liked about this game, I felt like I wasted my time. Not because I think the game is bad, but it just wasn't what I wanted. Now, another person might have closed the game at this point and decided to forget about it. But I have a habit of sitting through the credits. It's my personal way of showing appreciation to the developers, and I usually spend that time reflecting on my thoughts and feelings about the game. So, as I sat there in my room, thinking about all of the things that I liked and disliked about it, the credits slowly rolled to an end, and I anticipated returning to the colorful title screen and hearing the cheerful intro music. But that didn't happen. Instead, a new scene started. It's been a few weeks since the festival, and life has gone on like normal. It's a Saturday evening, and Simone is at work. Despite Maya not being there, Simone and the boss are able to manage the Saturday crowd. After the last customer leaves for the night, they take some time to talk. Eventually, Mayu comes up in their conversation, and Simone thinks back to a few weeks ago when him and Mayu stayed at the hotel together. He mentions her strange outburst when they were talking about Chico. The boss hesitantly tells Simone to take a seat, and begins to explain the truth about Mayu. When Mayu was 8 years old, her mother went missing. She was never found. Less than a year later, her father, not having anyone else in her life, she was put into foster care. But she would constantly run away. She refused to believe that her mother was truly dead. And this led her to go down a very dangerous path. She relentlessly searched for answers, looking in places that she shouldn't, and getting involved with dangerous people. This went on for a year, until the family of one of Mayu's friends offered to take her in. This friend understood Mayu like nobody else, and was able to convince her to stop searching. This friend is the boss's granddaughter, and she has been missing for over 7 years. Her name is Lillian Cambridge. After the boss tells Simone all of this, he clocks out and gets his stuff from the back. With a lot on his mind, he begins walking home and decides to check his phone. 15 missed calls and 3 messages from Anna. Simone immediately calls Anna's phone, but when she picks up, he hears Chico's voice instead.
Simone? Simone, where have you been? Why didn't you answer your phone? No, sorry, Simone. I didn't mean to shout like that. Please come home as fast as you can. She's here now, but I don't think she's okay. Please hurry back home.
He sprints back to his house and finds Chico and Anna in Chico's room. Anna is curled up in the corner, and Chico is visibly shaken. Anna is unresponsive. Chico tells Simone that she thinks Anna was attacked, and that when they tried to call the police, their phones didn't work. Simone tries his phone and manages to get through. As he's explaining what happened to the operator, Anna collapses. After a few minutes, the police and paramedics arrive. Simone and Chico take the ambulance with Anna to the hospital. They wait there for hours in Anna's hospital room, until she eventually wakes up. The three of them embrace, still recovering from what happened. Simone asks Anna if she would be alright telling them what happened.
Okay. Chico and I were watching TV, and one of the characters was eating this parfait. And we thought it'd be fun to make the parfait in real life since Chi is so good at making food. So I offered to go get the ingredients while Chico got some snacks ready. It was dark out when I left the house, but the supermarket is open 24 hours, and I'd made plenty of late trips before, so I didn't think much of it. But on my way there, I heard this noise. I kept hearing it a little ways behind me, like someone was following me. Until I suddenly. I. I felt this sudden pain in my back. Like two little spikes. And suddenly I was on the ground and I couldn't move. I. I couldn't speak. My whole body was shaking. I. I, I couldn't do anything. I can't remember too well, but I think I heard footsteps approaching me. And then there was a bunch of shouting. And then suddenly I could move again. It was like all the pain just vanished all at once. So I ran. I kept running. I don't know if anyone followed me. No, I didn't see anyone. I feel pretty screwed up mentally, but physically I feel like I'm getting better by the minute.
I love you, Annie.
I love you guys too.
The doctors run a few more tests on Anna, and the police stop by to ask her questions. Afterwards, Anna is allowed to leave, and the three of them return home. It took me roughly 8 hours to reach this point in the game. And that entire time, I was waiting, hoping for something to happen. Something that would make this more than just another visual novel. But when I finally got to this point, something about it didn't sit right with me. This isn't some absurd twist that could only happen in a video game. This is a representation of something that is very real. Something that personally terrifies me. Not because I think that it's going to happen to me, but because I know that there is a real possibility that this could happen to somebody who I care about. I have 2 sisters who I care about more than anything, and the thought that something like this could happen to them makes me feel sick. And that's why what happens next has stayed with me long after playing this game. The game cuts to a week from where we left off. However, instead of following Simone, we see from Chico's perspective. She's finishing up band practice with her friends and is getting ready to walk home. Ever since Anna was attacked, Simone has made Chico walk home with a friend and text in a group chat with him and Anna to keep track of where they are. the police recently contacted them to let them know that they believed they had caught the suspect. Despite this, 3 of them have still been more cautious. Chico starts heading home with her friend Kiki, and they talk about how far they've come as a band. Kiki tells Chico how, ever since their performance at the school festival, the band has been really inspired. She says that Chico made everyone feel like their band could be something more than just a hobby.
Kiki, I'm so happy to.
I felt this sudden pain in my back. Like 2 little spikes. And suddenly I was on the ground and I couldn't move. I couldn't speak.
Kiki! Get out of here! Don't you dare try to stay here! Call the police!
It's been 3 weeks since Chico has gone missing. Simone hasn't been to work or gone to school. He hasn't responded to anyone's texts or phone calls. And there has been no news about what might have happened to Chico. How can you be expected to keep living after something like this happens? How can you think of anything other than what happened to your missing loved one? What can you do besides count the days since you've last seen them? It's pouring outside, and Simone is sitting alone in the living room when suddenly there's a knock at the door. He goes to open it, and standing there in the rain is Anna. They haven't talked since the day that Chico went missing. Simone lets her in and gets her a change of clothes. Anna collapses into his arms and begins sobbing.
I'm sorry. sorry. They must have tracked me somehow. If I had been so stupid, I would have had my phone looked at after I couldn't call the police. Simone, I am so scared. I'm so scared all the time now. So much that I've been too scared to trust you. But I need to show you this. But, Simone... No. Wait a second. You need to promise me something before I show it to you. Simone, I'm warning you. I want to show you this because I believe you deserve to know. I received this yesterday, and I was told not to tell you, but fuck, Simone, I just can't keep secrets from you. Stop. Just stop. Please don't ask me any questions. I can't believe I'm actually doing this. Just listen.
Simone! Annabelle! It's Chico! Please! I got my phone back! I don't know where I am. But I have coordinates! But before I say anything... Please, whatever you do, don't send the police after me. This place I'm in... I think if the police show up, they'll notice. And take me somewhere else. But if it's just one or two people, I think I can get you in without anyone noticing. Simone, please, save me from this place.
Simone, don't say it. I knew I shouldn't have shown you this. I already showed the police. Think about it, Simone. Out of nowhere, after almost a month of silence, Chico suddenly sends me a voice message claiming to have coordinates to where she is. Then she asked us not to send the police and asked you specifically to come and save her. Does that not sound at all strange to you? Simone, I want more than anything to believe this recording, but it doesn't make any sense. Chico is so selfless, you thought she'd give up her greatest dream if you told her about your secret club funding. You think she'd suddenly ask you to put your life in danger for her sake? Won't you stop and think about yourself for once? Don't you understand I care about you too? You're always so willing to let everyone else rely on you. but you don't even know how to do it yourself. Simone, I don't trust you not to get yourself hurt. But I hate lying to you. And I hate going behind your back with something this important. I didn't show you this because I wanted you to do something about it. I showed you because I want you to know that I'm on your team. Because I love you. But if I lost you too, I don't think I'd... Just please, don't try to do this by yourself. You mean it? I love you, Simone. Can we just stay like this for now? I feel so tired, and I'm tired of feeling so alone. Thank you.
After Anna falls asleep, Simone takes her phone and finds the coordinates that Chico sent. He leaves a note on the table and calls a taxi. During the ride, Simone thinks about how strange the message Chico left was. There was so much that just didn't make sense. How did she get access to a phone? Why did she tell them not to bring the police? And what bothered Simone the most was when she mentioned Anna. Chico called her Annabelle. Chico hadn't called her Annabelle since they first met. Despite this, if there was any chance of saving Chico, Simone would take any risk. The coordinates lead Simone to a forest far out of town. The taxi drops him off, and he continues on foot. After walking through the woods for almost half an hour, Simone makes it to a clearing where he sees an old, run-down cabin. Upon entering, it's clear that someone was staying here. He goes further into the house and finds a bedroom. Inside, he finds handcuffs attached to a dresser, a white sheet with dark red stains on it, and Chico's phone. Simone goes back into the main room and finds there is now a staircase leading deep underground. At this point, it's clear to Simone that somebody is leading him there. But he doesn't care. All he cares about is finding Chico. So he begins descending down the stairs. It takes several minutes to reach the bottom of the staircase, where Simone is met with a large metal door at the end of a concrete hallway. Past the door, he finds hallway after hallway. The structure of whatever this building was doesn't make any sense. Simone continues on for several minutes, walking through these halls. There are some blocked off doorways and ventilation covers, but other than that, it's just seemingly endless hallways. Eventually, Simone reaches a crossroads, and as he's deciding which way to go, somebody sprints past him. Simone chases after them, but they're too fast, and the footsteps grow quieter and quieter. He continues running in the direction the person went, until he reaches a dead end. Confused, he looks around and spots a thin opening in one of the walls. He squeezes through it to find another hallway. He sprints to the end of it and finds a locked metal door. Simone slams his fists into it, demanding that whoever is down here with him open it. After a minute of this, a loud beep comes from the door, and it slides open. Whoever's been messing with Simone, the person who took Chico, has led him to this very spot. This is it. This is the end. Simone rushes forward. Chico, the sweet little sister who was fiercely passionate about Kira Komachi's idle adventure. The girl who always has a meal ready for Simone when he wakes up and gets home from work. The same girl who works so hard to achieve her dreams of becoming an idol. Simone falls to the ground, barely able to keep himself conscious. He begins to crawl towards his little sister. Simone imagines being back home with Chico. He thinks about her teasing him and Anna, and the three of them watching TV together. Using all of his strength, he forces himself to stand back up and takes a step forward.
Hello, Simone. Huh. You already know why. You know too much, Simone. The moment you looked, it was too late. The moment you looked, everything became so much more. It was an order. Befriend Simone Ito and understand how he thinks. Yes. Of course you don't. Your brain is simply in denial, right? It was expected you'd be aware of that, given that you saw what was on.
Stop it. Don't say any more. I said stop, Simone. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! I said!
At the end of the previous scene, the game crashes and sends you back to your desktop. When this happened to me, all I could do was sit there, staring blankly at my screen, thinking about everything that just happened, and what would happen to the characters who I grew to care about. Simone is either dead, or he's going to end up in some sick experiment like Chico. Mayu will likely fall back into old habits, trying to learn the truth about what happened to her coworker and his little sister. And when she finally thought she wouldn't have to deal with the disappearance of Chico by herself, Anna is left all alone. And these are the things that make Kimachi Classroom so memorable to me. It isn't what it shows the player, but what it asks them. The unanswered questions it leaves us, the reality it forces us to face. Will your little sister get kidnapped by a shady tech company to become a body swap experiment? Probably not. But I'm sure you've experienced some sort of tragedy in your life. Something that has changed you as a person. And that's what this game is about. Sometimes your life will be full of love. Your family and friends will cheer you on as you succeed. But there will also be times in your life when you feel completely alone. You'll make mistakes, people will leave, bad things will happen. And you'll wonder, what could I have done differently? Why did this happen to me? But the truth is, sometimes there are no happy endings. Sometimes there are no answers. And all you can do is keep living. The next time you launch the game, you'll immediately notice that something is off. The sketches of Chico and Felicia are missing from the title screen. And instead of the cheerful music that usually plays, you'll be met with complete silence. If you click on the start button, it will take you to your last save, like normal. But if you look closely, you'll notice that there's a new folder hidden beneath the menu. Anna wakes up from a nightmare. It's been almost 2 months since Simone went missing. 3 since Chico. Ever since Simone went missing, Mayu has been visiting Anna every other day. Besides her, the only other person who Anna has been talking to is Felicia. Despite not telling her much about what happened, Felicia has been very supportive. In fact, when the police took Anna's phone for evidence, Felicia offered to get her a new one. Most days, Anna can't bring herself to go to school. But after texting Mayu and Felicia, she decides it might be good to try and go in today. When she arrives at school, she initially struggles with people giving her looks. But after hearing some nice words from her classmates and teacher, she begins to feel some normalcy for the first time in a long time. After class, Felicia asks Anna if she would want to spend some more time with her by going to the park, thinking this will be a good way to relax and keep her mind off of Chico and Simone. Anna agrees. They arrive at the park, and Felicia tells Anna that she knows a great spot where they can rest. She leads Anna through the park until they reach a clearing. But it's not just any clearing. It's the same spot where Anna confessed her feelings to Simone. Suddenly, all of Anna's emotions come rushing back to her.
This is where we first. Oh!
Anna, it's okay. It's okay to let it all out. It's okay, Anna. You can cry as long as you need.
Eventually, Anna and Felicia begin walking home. Felicia asks Anna if she would walk to the supermarket with her. She says that she wants to try cooking something new, but doesn't want to walk to the store by herself. On their way there, they eventually turn down an especially dark street, when suddenly, Anna gets a call from Mayu.
It's only a few more minutes away.
Okay. I wonder what I should. Huh?
Is that your phone?
Yeah, that's mine. Oh, it's a call from Mayu.
Oh?
One sec, let me take this. Hey, Mayu, what?
Anna, where are you?
I'm out walking right now. Is everything okay?
Are you with Felicia right now?
Yeah, I'm with her. Mayu, is something.
Anna, you need to listen. You need to leave now. Go home as fast as you can and don't look back.
going on.
Anna, please don't hesitate. Run! Just run home as fast as you can!
Anna, is everything alright?
It's Felicia! She's one of them! Anna, can you hear me? Anna! Anna, answer me!
Felicia?
I believe this is it then.
What is this?
Hello? You're standing there, aren't you? What's your name? It's okay. Maybe you're just a little nervous about meeting new people. But don't worry. We're gonna be friends. You and me. Best friends, even. It would make me really happy if you'd say something instead of just staring at me. It's hurting my feelings a little.
Hi there. My name is, Annabelle.
There we go. Hi, Annabelle. It's nice to meet you. I love that red hair of yours. I can't wait to learn everything about you. We're gonna be together forever.
What do you mean?
Well, you see, I have this dream. I want to be super duper popular.
Popular?
That's right. I'm gonna light up the world. I don't exactly know what I mean by that, but it's always been in my head, so that's what I'm.
Who are you?
It's not very nice to interrupt people, you know. Well, it doesn't really matter. I'm whoever I want to be. You know, the more I look at you, I feel like I know you from somewhere. Oh well, that doesn't really matter right now. Right now, I want to talk to you, since you're gonna help me get popular.
I'm gonna help you?
Yeah, we're friends, right?
Wait. I don't even know your name.
Well, that's because you never asked. I'm Ami.
Ami?
That's right. And don't you forget it. Do you not want to help me?
How do you want me to help you, Ami?
Well, that's easy. I only need two things. Your voice and your mind.
What do you mean?
Don't worry. Let me give you a little example. I'm pretty good at your voice and things.
Your... what?
To anyone hearing this, I need you to listen very closely. Some of you have already noticed, others haven't. But what you've been watching isn't what it seems.
Well, what did you think? Pretty good, huh? Huh? What's wrong?
Annie, please don't go. Annie, don't you love me?